What's up YouTube? Today we're going to talk about my top 5 favorite fighting games of all time. So grab your coffee, have a seat, and relax. So what's up guys? This is Ace from Fit to Play Games. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to talk about my top 5 favorite fighting games of all time. Now there is a lot of fighting games out there to talk about, but these are my personal favorites from my childhood, which I have fond memories of ever since I started to touch my very first controller. So without any more waiting, let's proceed to number 5. Guys, for my top 5, I have Rival Schools. This game brought a whole lot of fun in my fighting game experience. Its 3D style was something I saw that Street Fighter should be upgraded to next. Playing Batsu really reminded me a lot of playing Ryu and Ken, but in a 3D kind of way. This game is a classic game for sure, and it definitely holds up in my top 5 because to me the whole experience of being able to play something similar to Street Fighter in 3D during that time, during the rise of fighting games for the PlayStation, this definitely was one of my favorites for sure. At number 4, I chose Mortal Kombat 3. Now guys, Mortal Kombat was an awesome addition to the fighting game world. It brought along real-time, almost human-like characters, which changed the fighting scene a lot. I once thought about Mortal Kombat as a joke when it first came out during the 90s, but man, was I wrong. It was innovative, which brought the characters to light, thanks to Ed Boon and John Tobias, who sends chills down my spine whenever I think of Noob Saibot kicking my ass. It was the first non-Japanese fighting game I played for the Super Nintendo, and it will forever be on my top 5. So guys, for number 3, I chose the Tekken series. It has been around for a long time now, and it was the first 3D game I ever got my hands on when there was a boom of 3D games in the arcades. You name it, Soul Blade, Soul Calibur, Virtual Fighters were all over the place. I remember jumping into the arcades in this game whenever I go to the mall, and the amount of people flocked around this game to challenge the winner. I love the feeling of being challenged player after player. You guys get the gist. I use Jin and Law a lot. Thinking about it makes me think of the after school days. Instead of going home, my friends and I would head to the arcades. It brings a whole lot of memories for sure. So guys, as some of you guys know, I'm not originally from the US, nor am I a natural born American. I hail from the country of the Philippines, so the systems that I am familiar with were the Japanese systems, not the American kind. So if we're to compare the systems that I played, for your Super Nintendo here in the US, it'll be the Super Famicom back when I was in the Philippines. So I came in the US when I was 13, then I haven't been back to the Philippines ever since. Anyway, ranked at my second for top 5 favorite fighting games, it'll have to go to the YuYu Hakusho Final, which is this fantastic game. It's a 2D fighting game that revolves around the whole anime, which was YuYu Hakusho Ghost Files, and there's 4 entries in this game, in this series. So it all started from 2D fighting all the way up to the second entry, and then the third entry it became kind of like a fighting simulation where you have to choose a certain move and then your character will do it, and then your opponent will try to dodge it, that sort of fighting. And then eventually YuYu Hakusho Final was finalized as a 2D fighting game, which as you guys can see here, it's very fantastic, very polished. This was one of my favorite fighting games growing up back in the Philippines when I was younger, and my friends and I would, you know, go to the arcades and completely just rent out a Super Famicom to play this game. And you guys will see why, and you guys are noticing this now, but you know, I didn't get to pull off any of the super moves for Yusuke over here, but man, this game, I could play this back in the day for hours. Like my friends and I rented a Super Famicom for 8 hours, and it was like 25 pesos back in the day. So I don't know how much it is now to do something like that, but you know, I haven't been back, like I said, 24 years in the making. And yeah, this is one of my recommendation top 2, because you know, it's hard to put this at 1 because 1 is also fantastic. My top 1, guys, it's Street Fighter, the new challenger. It was my first love. Although I wasn't the best at it, it was a game I definitely loved playing. The early stages of 2D fighting games on my FC system growing up was phenomenal, including my arcade escapades for sure was memorable. Now that we're in the 2020s, Street Fighter is still around and keeping up with the times and how the gaming world evolves. And I'm just glad it evolved with the ever-changing of home consoles and the new upgraded fighting game systems that are out today. It can still compete, which is I'm very happy about. Alright guys, so that is my top 5 favorite fighting games of all time. Now the reason I listed them this way is because these are games that I've already tried when I was younger, and these games are the ones that I have fond memories of growing up, playing with my family and friends. And guys, I highly recommend you guys try these games if you ever come across them, because I want you guys to be able to experience this for yourself, how awesome these games are. But before I end this video, guys, I want you guys to take a look at my right side over here. These guys are my top favorite YouTube channels to check out. I consider them fantastic content creators, and I consider them mentors because I learn from the videos that they put out. And not only that, I consider them my friends, so I want you guys to check them out. Aside from that, if you are new to the channel and you like this content, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And also, if you have not subscribed yet, make sure you just hit that subscribe button, because guys, we're having a giveaway on March 6th, 2020. And this right here is an Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom Collector's Edition box that I'm giving away on that day. Actually, that is the day of the drawing. So for details, guys, I'm going to leave a link at the end of this video so you guys can check out the details on how to get into this giveaway. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, Lord, please save her for me. Do this one favor for me. I had to change my plan.